All right, guys. So here's what's happening right now. I've got a girl visiting me from, well, another country. I met her while I was traveling, and sure, I was fully engaged with business. I was trying to set up some deals, make some money out here, and now this girl's visiting, and now I have to completely juggle these two things. I have to be a vibe for the girl, like give her the experience that she wants because she's visiting my city. So I gotta go show her around, take her to nice places, take her to the theater, take her to the cinema, take her sightseeing, you know, do other things with her. I've got to give her like an amazing time because I'm the host. And I've also got flat viewings, house viewings. I'm trying to set up some deals. And these are two completely separate brain hemispheres that I'm using. Like the right hemisphere is in charge of vibe, creativity, all of that. And then the left side of your brain is in charge of logical deduction and business. And reconciling these two together has been the bane of my existence for as long as I can remember. I'm at a certain age now where I've struggled with this for a very long time. And the one thing I can tell you guys, the one solution that I found works for me is there has to be a point in your life where you just go traveling and you just go nuts. Just be the worst version of yourself. Be the thief, be the pirate, be the outlaw. That's why I've called this channel The Outlaw. And in that way, because I've also been the corporate guy, sort of. You see that window behind me? That's an office building. I'm in the city center. That's an office building. That's Goldman Sachs back there. Guys, we're talking Goldman Sachs. That's back there. That's what's back there. So I work in that environment as well. I've worked in investment banking for 8 years, right? So I've also been like the slick back hair looking, suited up, three-piece suit guy, sort of trying to look good, trying to, be the good kid, like the guys that the managers trust and love, the poster boy. I've been that too. And guess what? It was killing my soul. My soul was dying. So that's why I went traveling. And but now I could go back to doing that because I've found my bad boy edge, and it took me years to find it. Like it's not easy. But once you've found it, I think if you've truly found it, you're never gonna lose it again. I'm trying to put this very esoteric topic into concrete words for you guys, but say I'm walking through an office building. I'm going to work and I'm surrounded by these cubicles, these monitors, and every cell of my brain is screaming at me. You're a cuck. You're back to being a corporate working drone beta cuck simp. And then one thing that I do, one exercise that I do in my mind when that happens is if you guys have seen the movie The Gladiator, right at the end of the movie, turn this off now if you don't want spoilers for that movie. But right at the end of the movie, when the guy gets stabbed, the main character, he's about to die, he's about to collapse, and like the scenery around him when he's in the Colosseum in the arena fighting, it's like he starts to see like the afterlife, and the afterlife looks like his home, which was burnt down and his family slaughtered. And he starts to see the savannah, like the prairie where his home was, back when he was with his family, uh, which was killed. He starts to see that as if finally all is good again. Everything is good again. And he starts to see like he's about to die. He's about to leave the Colosseum of the real life of the arena where he just got stabbed. He's about to die and move into the afterlife. And the afterlife looks like his happy place where he was happy in this life. Like the the meadows, his wife and child running towards him to hug him, and I'm almost tearing up. That was such an emotional scene in that movie. It's That's where real men cry, that scene. And so you need to have those experiences in your life where you explore your shadow, your true pirate self. And every time you feel like you're being pulled into this matrix, into this mindless slave work of the office, that is the office, or a corporate, or like a factory job, anywhere you don't want to be, and you feel like you're doing all this for no reason, just because you're being told to do it, you remind yourself, oh, I'm not just a mindless, like if you have seen the movie The Matrix, you know how everybody is pretty much clueless except the people who can manipulate the Matrix, like the main characters, they can enter and exit the Matrix at will. You have to remind yourself you're one of those characters. And that the way you do that is by forcing your brain to face through the in front of your eyes to like flash the image of, for me it's an image of when I was back on the beach in Canggu and I was just approaching girls, just talking to girls, meeting lots of beautiful women. It didn't always go somewhere, but I almost always said hi. I almost never quit on myself, you know, because that was the kind of guy I felt like I was deep down, but it had been buried by that under the expectations of that environment, right? Let me see if I can show you guys. You can see it properly. Um, because in that environment, no one's gonna explicitly tell you you're not allowed to talk to girls or to be a bad boy or to go to the gym and have big biceps. No one's gonna explicitly say that to you, but it's in the air. You can feel it. They don't have to say it. You know what kind of person you're expected to be, which is even more terrifying. It's like psychological terror, and the only way to fight back against that, it gets into your bones. At some point, you don't even realize what you've changed into. It just being exposed to that day in day out. It just gets you become what they want you to become, and then your soul is screaming at you, and it's that existential pain. And the way to fight against that, like I said, you need to take some time to travel. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't know where you're gonna get the money. You have to plan it. You have to budget, but you need a few months, just once in your life, to just go wild. And always when you're in that environment or somewhere you don't want to be and you feel like you're being forced to put on a mask you don't want to be putting on and to be somebody you don't want to be, always return, anchor a moment in your past when you were that bad boy or bad girl, and always flash it in front of your eyes when you feel like you're slipping into that, like flash it, and then you're free to act as you need to act to be successful in there, knowing that you're doing that so you can return to being who you were back then. Always remember that. All right. See you guys in the next one.